Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey, and that is the 2023 Mercedes-AMG GLE 53 Coupe. And I'm going to show you what nearly $89,000 buys you in the performance coupe SUV class from Mercedes-Benz. Stay tuned. First things first, I want to say a huge thank you to Clint and the team over at Mercedes-Benz of Tyler for letting me take you on a tour of this one today. This is from their lot. If you are interested in this or any other Mercedes-Benz product and are in the East Texas area, go see Clint at Mercedes-Benz of Tyler. Let him know Corey sent you. I'll put a link to their website down below. But let's start under the hood of this beast. So I've already got it popped, can lift it one-handed, and underneath the gas strut supported hood, thank you Mercedes-Benz for that, we get the AMG 3-liter inline turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. This thing has been in multiple vehicles from Mercedes-Benz and AMG. In this configuration, it makes 429 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque from that 3-liter turbocharged inline-six. Fuel economy numbers, 17 city, 21 highway, 19 combined from the window sticker. But yes, this is a fun engine. It sounds decent. We've tested it in some other Mercedes-Benz products here on the channel. You can go check those videos out. But let's close the hood and take a look at the Mercedes-Benz styling on this. So this is the GLE Coupe, not to be confused with the GLE SUV. So we'll get more into that as we go around back to the back. But needless to say, it is their midsize SUV from Mercedes, and in this version we get all the AMG goodies. So we get this AMG grille up front, their Panamericana grille. We get LED headlights, LED running lights, LED turn signals, get a lot of aero bits up front here. You can see as we pull in, you actually have an air curtain that goes around the front of the vehicle just to help with aerodynamics. But very, very large grille opening there. Unfortunately, most of this down here is just closed off black plastic, but you can see this part up here is open as well. And then we've got the air curtain over there. These multi-directional LED lights not only look good, but do a good job of lighting the road. And then we get to the profile. This is what makes this so distinct from the GLE SUV, and that's that plunging rear roofline that we'll get more into here in just a minute. This being the AMG version, we get these split spoke, 5-spoke AMG wheels wrapped in Continental rubber. And let's see if I can find the tire size on this one for you. And we have a 275, 45, 21-inch rubber wrapped around these 5-spoke wheels with those massive AMG brakes back there behind. And adaptive suspension, a lot of goodies in this one. Unfortunately, we're just taking you on an external and internal view of this one. If you want to see me drive this, let me know in the comments down below. We'll reach out to Mercedes proper and have them send us one for a week's worth of testing, and we'll do everything we normally do on our video tests. But this is a quick tour of this one. Again, you can see that plunging rear roofline that gives it that coupe name and that coupe look, which as you come around back here to the back, I don't know if it's my favorite coupe SUV, if that's even really a thing, but it's got some nice style to it. I like how it kind of has this duck lip, duck tail spoiler back here, that the back end just isn't bulbous. And they've done a nice job sculpting this one. And then we do have that actual spoiler back there on the back. We get AMG badging, GLE 53 badging, and then 4 exhaust tips that are AMG branded back here on the back. Very nice, very, very aggressive. And those flank this rear diffuser back here that does a good job of keeping airflow back here clean. Then you may be wondering, how do I get in? Well, much like many Mercedes-Benz SUVs we've tested as of late, you just push the logo. Interesting back here, so that sloping rear roofline really hampers rear cargo compartment space. So this doesn't have as much space as the GLE SUV would, but still has quite a bit. So you can see this is our largest set of, or piece of luggage from our set, and we've got plenty of room out here in front of it and can swallow all of our luggage. In fact, we did our typical luggage loading video and got all of it in very nicely, very easily. I will note this is a hard parcel shelf that is a 3-piece unit and flips and folds out of the way. Kind of like that. That's kind of nice. Then underneath the load floor here, we have a very compact spare tire just to help with some space back here. So you're not going to be driving any major distances, but good to know that that's there if you need it. You can see we do have top tethers all the way across that 40-20-40 split rear seat on this one. And I don't know if you noticed, but this is riding kind of high. In fact, so I'm 5'10", the hatch is actually pretty far up here, but look, the hip point, my hip is right at the top of the bumper. So if you were trying to load in some luggage in this one, this might be a problem for you. Well, Mercedes has thought of that with this little switch right here. So you pull it and it starts flashing at you to let you know that the vehicle is actually lowering down. So again, that adaptive suspension will lower this vehicle down so that you can more easily get into this rear hatch space and load luggage up and over without, you know, scraping or scratching up anything back here. And it just makes for a little bit easier load in and unload of the rear hatch back here. So I really like that a whole lot. Makes for a simple process in a vehicle that, well, can ride higher if you need it to. And then the close button is up here on the hatch. So before we climb into this one, I did want to show you the key. It is Mercedes-Benz's older key, and it is nice. It's small, it's compact, very light. Lock, unlock, hazards, and your trunk release right there. Not much to it, but you can keep it in your pocket because this does have proximity access with it. So you can lock and unlock from right there. When you lock it, the mirrors do fold in, and then you just touch the back side of the door handle and pull to open it up, revealing this very luxurious AMG Sport interior. But let's go ahead and hop in, turn off those hazards, and we will close the door. We will actually start with the door as best I can with this lighting the way it is, but being that this is an AMG version, we get carbon fiber here on the door. We do get heated 3-position front seats up front here. Very nice, very comfortable. They are wrapped in leather and some suede, so they really hold you in place. The bolsters on them are very good, and they can all be controlled right here. You do even have an adjustable thigh support right here for taller drivers, so I like that a lot. Moving down here, you have your window controls and your mirror controls. You can power fold those side mirrors in from the button right here. And you can see we also have a Burmester sound system in this one. To the left of the steering wheel, we have all of our light controls and our brightness controls for the dash. And then moving up here, we've got leather wrapped front dash with red stitching right above all the carbon fiber. So very nice indeed when you come in here. And then I want to show you, I'm going to actually push the brake and the engine start button, fire this thing up. You can see. And a typical Mercedes-Benz digital gauge cluster and digital helper screen here. I've tested many vehicles with this system in it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with it, but I do want to talk about the steering wheel. So it isn't just a completely round steering wheel, it is leather wrapped. There's a little bit of squish to it, I like it. We've got a red leather strip to denote top dead center, perforated here on the sides. The sides are actually flat as is the bottom. You get Mercedes or AMG down here on the bottom. It does, yep, we do have metal here on the steering wheel, especially on these paddles. So I like that. That accesses the automatic transmission so that you can go through the gears yourself if you want to. And then just a cleaned up, very nice interior in here. Nothing just too spectacular, but I think it works very well. I like that you get 4 vents here, so you can actually position a couple back there in the back, still have some on you. Or, you know, it's over 70 degrees here in East Texas in January, so maybe I want all 4 pointed at me. Who knows? Who cares? Enjoy it all. And then we get a row of climate control buttons right here. We get a retractable shade here. We've got Qi wireless charging, USB-C for your Apple CarPlay interface, and just for power right there. You do have an additional power port right there. And then side-by-side cup holders. I like that a whole lot. It does look like maybe this can come out. There are a couple buttons. Nope, that's just for the retractable nature. So if you really want to get a big drink in there, you can, or you can hit the buttons and get something smaller. Mercedes-Benz trackpad here. I went through this really heavily on the GLE video that we tested earlier, so we'll go into that. In this one, go check out that GLE. As with that little SUV, this one has similar camera systems in it as well, so you can see all the way around you. Very similar to that GLE we've already tested. Same with all the rest of the controls here. What is new and different are these buttons right here. So you can adjust your suspension, you can turn off traction control, you can adjust how the transmission and the 4-wheel drive, the 4MATIC system works. So we have individual, comfort, slippery, trail, different drive modes here. And you can see all the things that it adjusts. And then here in the middle, this is your adjustable height suspension. So not only can you lower it from back there in the back, but you can adjust how high it is from up here in the front to get different degrees of ground clearance based on the situation. Split opening center console here, very nice. Do have one USB-C port in here, so just a little bit of extra power. And then moving over to the passenger side, more carbon fiber. 3-person passenger seat there on the side. And then again, I mentioned these were leather and suede covered. We've got AMG. Very nice seats, very nice bolsters here, really help hold you in and keep you in. And then we will look up here at your controls for your massive panoramic glass roof. It goes back just over the rear seat passengers. We'll talk more about that when we get into the back. I did want to talk about headroom up here. You can see on the non-glass roof portion, I'm pretty close at 5'10", but I'm pretty sure I would need to tweak this seat just a little bit more to get it to my perfect ride height and driving position. But I feel very comfortable up here. I'm definitely as close as I would be to the steering wheel, which will come into play as we climb back there into the back. Moving into the back seat of the GLE Coupe, we can see there is a nice bit of room back here. And let me just say, I didn't mention it up front because, well, all Mercedes-Benz products really just have excellent ambient lighting. And moving back here in the back where it is a little darker, it is a little easier to see all the different ambient light features that are in this vehicle. But you can see up front, we've got even more. And I said her name, so she is responding to me. Hopefully she won't be talking this entire segment of the video, but I did want to call, we've got some nets back here for storage on the backs of both seats. We've got storage here in the door. We've got more carbon fiber here on the door, more ambient lighting back here. I like that a whole lot. 2 vents back here for air, no controls for it, and then a USB-C port and a 115 volt 2-prong household style plug right there, and all that can be angled out for you to get a little bit easier access to if you need it. So I like that. And then again, that ambient lighting, really like that. The seats back here are also suede and leather wrapped, so very nice. We do have a fold down center armrest with 2 cup holders. No funky like multi-stage deployable cup holders here, just a simple unit for use right there. And then did want to mention the view out of the panoramic roof. Coming around to me, you can see even with the sloping roof line, I think I've got more room back here than I did how I was sitting up front. Again, I haven't fully tweaked that front seat just yet, but I've actually got a decent amount of room back here. There's a nice bubble cut out for my head back here on the side. And then I am looking for, don't see it there, but being that these are multi-positional seats, they do fold forward 60-40 split, or 40-20-40, excuse me, split bench rear seat. They don't go back, you can see, because they do rest on this bulkhead right here, but they do fold rather flat for additional storage. I'm sure, much like other Mercedes-Benz products, well, let's see, there we go. There is a latch right there for folding the 20%. So you can, in theory, just have the 2 side sections up and the center section down for even longer cargo, like maybe some skis, if you need some long items passed through, but very easy to flip and fold that down. And then I did not mention when looking in the rearview mirror up front, but very interesting roundish back window. Does not make for the best view from that rear view mirror, but you can see around you quite well. That is about it for the quick tour of this 2023 Mercedes-AMG GLE 53 Coupe. There, I think I got it all in. If you want to, again, see me drive something like this, absolutely let us know in the comments down below. We'll pass those comments on to Mercedes, get them to send us one for a week's worth of testing. This one was, again, loaned to us just for this afternoon to give you a quick tour of by Mercedes-Benz of Tyler, Clint, and the team over there. So if you want to go see them, tell them Corey sent you. If you want to find all the things that we are testing here on the channel, be sure and find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can head to gtgaragetalk.com. Hit the buttons down below, follow, subscribe, like, ring the bells, all the things, so you get notified, and tell the algorithms to show you more content from us, because we're going to be posting a lot all the way from January 3rd to February 3rd. A new video every day, new vehicle every day, and we really want you along for the ride. But until next time, gearheads, bye.